Comic book-based movies have become the highest box office earners. This comic book collection niche is big business, and the rare comic books in mint condition are worthy of millions. So let's find out the highest valued comic books in history. Number 10. The Incredible Hulk, Issue 1. Witness the birth of Jade Giant. The Hulk is the strongest man alive. Is he a man or monster, or both? This book was first published in 1962 and fetched a price of $326,000 at an auction in 2014. Number 9. Captain America Comics, Issue 1. The comic that introduced the most iconic World War II legends in the Marvel Universe, Captain America and his young ally Bucky Barnes. In 2011, it was bought for a value of $343,000. Number 8. Marvel Comics Issue 1. Featuring the first appearance of both Human Torch and Submariner. Marvel eventually totaled 900,000 copies in sales. In 2003, this comic book was sold for a staggering $367,000. Number 7. Action Comics Issue 7. The second ever appearance of the Man of Steel on a comic book cover. Metropolis has been captured. To save it, Superman must push the limits of his powers like never before. This comic book sold for an eye-watering value of $414,000. Number 6. Flash Comics, Issue 1. Debut of the Silver Age Flash, Jay Garrick. This classic Flash story tells us how he was bestowed with superhuman powers after a laboratory accident in which he inhaled DNA-altering vapor. This was published by DC Comics in 1940 and sold for $450,000 in 2010. Number 5. X-Men Issue 1. X-Men was the first ever comic book to introduce the idea of mutants. It's the X-Men's first day of class, and Magneto wants to make it a memorable one, and their last. This comic book excavated a sum of $492,937 in 2012. Number 4. Batman Issue 1. Batman's first solo comic appearance. It introduces him as an antisocial, wealthy billionaire, which also iterates how he lost both his parents in a mugging when he was young. This book scooped up a pretty sum of $567,625 during a bidding war in 2013. Number 3. Detective Comics Issue 27. The very first iconic appearance of Batman. The Batman appeared in a 6-page story, which also introduced the character of Commissioner Gordon. In February 2010, this was sold at an auction for a jaw-dropping amount of $1,075,000. Number 2. Amazing Fantasy Issue 15. This issue introduced the superhero Spider-Man, a new kind of superhero, one who would be a teenager but not a sidekick, and probably the one who would have everyman doubt and neuroses. This copy fetched a shocking $1.1 million. And number 1, Action Comics Issue 1. A space vehicle from a destroyed world lands on Earth, and its occupant becomes the Superman. Published in 1938, it features the first appearance of Superman. This was sold for a staggering $3.2 million in 2014. Well, there you go, the most valuable comic books in the world. Hope you guys are doing okay out there. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.